Okay. Hello. What's your name?
Shanice Harris.
Shanice. What do you do for a living?
Currently, I am in school,
What are you
full-time
doing in school?
student.
What are you studying in school?
Right now, I'm studying cosmetology as well as addiction studies. I have a bachelor's in business administration, and later on this year, I'll be starting my master's program in the marriage, family, and child therapist program.
Okay. Is that all you do?
As of now,
Aren't you a
and I'm
mom?
and yes, I am a mother of a 19-month-old son, Joshua
Uh-huh.
Emmanuel,
Okay.
and
Now, how has being a mom affected your, we'll say, diet, your everyday routine, your eating? How's that affected you?
it's affected me in regards um, to it depends day by day. One day it affects me to where I eat a lot healthier because I know he is watching me,
Yes.
and I don't want him to have any type of eating problems or not learning how to balance. And then some days because of him, I have to cook something sometime, and I may not have time, so I may grab something. Every blue moon, I may like stop and get a burger or something like that because I'm tired and different things like that. But I try to make it very, very slim. So instead of getting him a burger or something, I'll go home, and even though I'm tired, I can still have a quick alternative, which could be oatmeal, instant oatmeal, to where it's filling and it's quick for me, and he still gets to have something to eat. So,
So do you
um,
think that you've had eating problems in the past?
I've had eating problems in the past in regards to like emotional eating. Now that I'm learning as I get older that I used food as a crutch, emotionally, yeah.
When you say emotionally, what kind of emotions are we talking about?
Hiding emotions,
Hmm.
pushing emotions down. I've learned through my addiction studies program that I'm in now that we have a class that we have to take that's a part of our program, which is deals with eating addictions. And I realized in that class that I was doing a lot of eating to suppress a lot of my emotions, um, trying to hide them, or when they would come up, I would start to just eat, and I started to connect the two once I started the program at Pierce.
So, as a black woman, do you think you have special challenges with regards to eating and staying healthy and staying fit?
Do I have special challenges?
Yes, as being a young black woman.
I would probably say maybe in regards to maybe culturally.
Yes.
Um,
What about your body image?
I mean, in our culture, thicker is better. I
Yes.
mean, we're on our videos and television, we're bombarded with these women that are voluptuous and this and that, um, and I notice with a lot of my Caucasian friends, a lot of them are more so their what's pumped to them is being attractive, is being slender and slim like a man and small and petite and stuff. So yeah, culturally, I would definitely say also, I mean, my family is from the islands too, Jamaica. There, that whole thing is about, the songs about the booty and the hips and the this and they want us to be more voluptuous. But, you know, there's a point to where, you're past voluptuous and you're going into being big.
Yeah.
So, um, it's definitely a line that you walk on every day, trying to be healthy, um, and still deal with your emotions, and then still wanting to be attractive, and but not wanting to be too slim, but not wanting to be too big. It's a lot. It's
So,
very
what kind of
difficult.
messages do you get from society as a black woman about the way that you look?
Um, well, a lot of messages, that are sent, of course, is that you're not attractive unless you're a certain color. Even in our own men are, I guess you could say, rappers, if you listen to a lot of songs that they rap about, it's always about, yellow bone this, red bone that. I don't mess with nobody unless then they give the measurements, and it's a lot of pressure, in regards to just your appearance, period, as a black woman. You're expected to look a certain way. If you don't look that way or you don't fit into this certain model, you're not deemed as attractive. And either other race men are starting to look at, certain body types and looks and this and that, and this is what they want to, and so it's a lot. It's very overwhelming. It could definitely affect your self-esteem. In a positive way, I would say that it could also, make you, step your game up to be, not only, more attractive, be as attractive as you can, but, to maybe watch watch what you eat and how you treat yourself in regards to you as a person or a woman, so that you can, like I said, stay at the top of your game in regards to your appearance. And in turn, I believe that will, obviously, if you trim yourself down and you work out and I don't see anything wrong with that. That's not a negative thing. I mean, the way it's, given to you can be a little better and not so crass and aggressive. But
can you think of any one instance in your life where you felt affirmed and supported and uplifted as a black woman for the way that you look and for the way that your hair is and your skin tone and your body? Can you think of one time where you felt, because we do get a lot of negative messages, so is there one time in your life or one person that said something or maybe acted in a certain way towards you that affirmed who you are as a woman? Because clearly you're, on your path to success, and you are successful, and you've got clear goals in mind. So who has supported that?
Who has supported my friends have supported that.
Can you make, I'm sure you're more easily ready to think of a time where you were not affirmed for the way that you look. Can you think of that time, and how did you deal with that? How did you react to that?
That I was affirmed.
That you were not, yes. Where people maybe were critical of you.
Yeah,
or...
I mean, family can be very critical. Like I said, I grew up in the 80s in the hip hop generation, and that's a lot of what I listen. I listen to everything, all music, but there's a lot of songs out there, obviously that's not on the radio all the time, but Common, neo soul, all kind of songs out there that affirm us as black women and to be proud of.
What about on a personal level? Maybe
on a personal level?
In a relationship, perhaps, or...
That I was, I mean, of course, in the beginning of a relationship, a person tells you you're beautiful, you're very attractive, and they appreciate you for who you are. And
did you believe that?
Yeah, I mean, I know I have great qualities as a person, and I have a lot of great things to offer. Yeah, I believed it, of course, I definitely had a few relationships, definitely, where I was told, a lot about my attributes and the good things that they see in me that attracted them to me. I mean, I hear it from my parents every blue moon.
Yeah. So, in other words, we're not getting a lot of it outside of ourselves. So we have to internally develop those positive messages that we tell ourselves. So
yes.
What are the things that you tell yourself that keep you going and keep you striving and moving forward?
What I tell myself is that, I have a goal. I've often visualized my goal. I visualize myself in my goals and my dreams. And that's what pushes me. My son definitely is very encouraging to me. And I just continuously visualize myself in my dreams. I see them happening in my mind. And that's what encourages me every day, to move forward, because I've learned as I got older that you have to encourage yourself. You know, your friends aren't always going to be there. Not that they don't love you, but they have their own lives and issues. Family is definitely not always going to be there. You can never rely on a relationship to give you encouragement and self-esteem, because that already sets the relationship off into a negative path. When you're looking for somebody to validate and make you feel good about yourself, that already starts the whole situation down the wrong road. So you have to encourage yourself, you have to pray, you have to meditate, you have to visualize, not just have a vision board, but you have to see yourself in your mind's eye living the life that you want to live, and do everything every day to bring you a step closer to that.
So with regards to your weight and your health and your looks, how do you feel about yourself right now at this point in time?
Well, I'm not happy. I lost 60 pounds last year, and I gained about 50 of it back. So I'm, in that place where, I'm learning to appreciate myself in the midst of being not where I want to be physically. But
yes.
That has been a struggle for me, but I'm learning to love myself in the interim, learning to appreciate, okay, yeah, you're such and such pounds overweight, but I can still love myself. I can still treat myself like I deserve respect and dignity and everything else, even though I don't look at myself all the time and think I'm, at my best.
Do you think that life begins after you lose 50 pounds?
Sometimes, because I've, dealt with my weight issues all throughout my life, even as an athlete and all kind of stuff. So I always equated happiness with being a certain size. And so when I wasn't that size, I wouldn't dress up, I wouldn't take care of myself I wouldn't buy myself clothes, I wouldn't do anything for myself until I'm not doing anything for myself until I get to this size. And so, I'm just coming to a place now of loving myself, because I'm here. I deserve to be loved and treated right, and myself right. If I don't love me, then what do I expect other people to do? So
okay, we're going to stop there.